Good morning, my fellow Virgin Islanders and friends. This is Janette Millin Young, your senator, your voice, your advocate in the 31st Legislature. This morning, I would like to express my deep appreciation to the Small Business Development Center for recently honoring me as the VI Small Business Advocate of the Year. It is a recognition that means a lot to me in my career as a community and public servant. My years of advocacy go back many years. As a business owner, manager in the private industry, serving as a board member of the St. Thomas St. John Chamber of Commerce, and founding an organization to empower professional and business women, known as Women Striving for Success, Inc. That organization, by the way, is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. As chair of the Senate's Committee on Economic Development, Agriculture, and Planning for the second term, I have kept a keen eye on promoting and advocating for businesses throughout the territory. Government does not provide the revenues to operate our billion-dollar government operations. The business industry does. We must therefore do whatever we can to foster a strong and growing business community and to remove all obstacles that can impede business growth and expansion. I am especially mindful of fostering small business growth and providing those with business ideas with the tools to become entrepreneurs. Small business means more jobs, and more jobs means additional revenues to provide the necessary services that we critically need to operate our government effectively. With that in mind, I am disturbed by the lack of movement on the Charlotte-Amalie Main Street Revitalization Project. This long-anticipated project has been in the planning stage for too long. We were given the impression that after judicial matters were resolved, that the project would be able to start during the slow tourism season to prevent business losses during the peak of the tourism season. It is now July, and there has been no apparent movement as the slow summer season heads to its midpoint. There is no doubt construction in the Main Street during the height of the winter season will negatively impact businesses and further reduce anticipated government revenues for 2017. This will lead to a further decrease in revenues that we can ill afford, as the administration acknowledged that the governor's proposed 2017 budget is unbalanced by more than $110 million. As I recently stated then and repeat now, budgets are just numbers on paper, not money in the bank. On another note, I am pleased that we have recently witnessed government employees receiving long overdue increases. However, in good faith, the government must sustain these salary increases or a cruel hoax has been perpetrated on government employees. That is why it is so important that we get the Main Street project and many other projects still on the drawing board for years started and completed as soon as possible. I was truly dismayed when the Commissioners of Property and Procurement and Public Works declined to elaborate on the status of the Main Street project and referred comments about it to the governor during budget hearings on June 21st. This posture is unacceptable, and everyone holding public office must be held accountable for their actions or lack thereof. We need action on the planned Main Street project, and we need it now. Business owners who have their life savings invested, their employees whose livelihoods depend on robust business to meet their living expenses, and the taxpayers who depend on government services for health care, education for their children, law enforcement, and properly maintained roads and infrastructure are entitled to answers. I have requested all the documents for this project, and I look forward to receiving them in the very near future. I will be relentless until this project is started and completed. Throughout my Senate career, I have directed my attention toward those things that put unnecessary hurdles in the way of our forward progress as a people. I see my role as to remove these hurdles so that our quality of life could be improved for all Virgin Islanders, not just some. I do this without consideration of personality or favor, but in pursuit of what is right and what is in the best long-term interest of the people of the Virgin Islands. In this swiftly changing global and regional environment, we can ill afford to be left behind or to be left stagnant while the rest of the world and this region moves ahead. That is why I have promoted economic development through small business growth assistance, expanded agricultural concentration, and multi-layered educational and vocational training. It is the wise and common sense thing to do, and it is my present focus. At this time, I would like to invite you to my campaign launch on July 15th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Grand Galleria Courtyard, originally known as the Grand Hotel. It would be my pleasure to see you there. With your continued support, I will continue to make a positive difference in the lives of Virgin Islanders. I ask for your help, your prayers, and your vote. Remember to vote number 6 on August 6th, primary day. Thank you for listening. Until next time, this is Janette Millin Young, your senator, your voice, your advocate in the 31st Legislature.